Hey there, everyone. This is Kellyanne, the High Priestess, bringing you your divine messages. Tonight's reading is going to be for those of you with your sun, moon, rising, or Venus in the sign of Gemini. I've already pre-shuffled with your energy. Actually, there were a few cards that came out a few times during the pre-shuffle, so I'm curious kind of to see what transpires here for you, okay? Holy Spirit, guardian angels, my ancestors and loved ones that have crossed over. Thank you for this gift of divination and thank you for your blessings as well as your protection tonight. Spirit, as I attempt to interpret and clarify these messages and advice that you are channeling through me tonight, I ask that you please be as specific as possible so that I may interpret your messages correctly in order to provide accurate guidance for my seekers, my Gemini viewers tonight. So, guys, we're going to start by taking a look at your current energy, as well as any obstacles or challenges you may be currently facing. And then we're going to be looking at near future energy to see what's coming around the corner, as well as what you don't see coming around the corner. And then I'll follow up with some advice or messages from Spirit, hopefully, to guide you along on your soul's journey this evening, okay? So we also have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Thank you. We also have the Eight of Cups. And we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Thank you. We also have the Magician, major for Gemini, and we have the Page of Cups. Can I have any obstacles or challenges currently facing Geminis? Issues facing my Gemini viewers right now? What are they working through? Issues, my Gemini viewers, issues, please. Oh, that's spun completely around. It's never happened. Issues for Gemini. Issues for Gemini, please. Issues for Geminis. Thank you. Judgment. Interesting. Libra energy. Okay. So, and for those of you who are interested, I'm currently using the Everyday Witch Tarot for your reading tonight, and I'll be clarifying with the Celtic Tarot deck. Okay, so let's take a look at what's cooking here for you, Geminis, okay? With this Judgment card coming out in your challenge position, I feel like you're having a hard time releasing some kind of energy here that's really holding you back. It could be from past energy or something that happened in your situation with your person. I feel like you may be having a hard time forgiving this person or even forgiving yourself for past transgressions or things that occurred. Okay. The Judgment card is kind of understanding that the divine is always working in the background for our behalf or on our behalf. And sometimes you need to just have that sense of just letting go. Stop trying to micromanage everything. Stop trying to control every little thing because in actuality, we can only control very little. Um, you know, fate and destiny and divine timing, karma, all of that stuff is real. Okay. So you're having a hard time with this for some reason. You're having a hard time releasing that energy and you're having a hard time maybe forgiving yourself or forgiving your person. So let's look into your current energy here to see how this ties in, and then I'll be clarifying to get some more information for you. Okay. So I feel like let's start with your energy here, this Magician card. I feel like you are trying very hard to make something happen for yourself. You're really trying to use all of your powers, all of your knowledge, all of your skills to bring something to fruition. And I feel like you have this idea in your head. I feel like I feel like you've been thinking about something for quite some time, but you haven't really acted on it yet. This could be some kind of like creative endeavor. This could be like some kind of offer. Um, They could sometimes even represent like an apology to someone, but I'm not feeling that it's an apology in this sense. Although, like I said, in your obstacle placement, I feel like there may be a lack of forgiveness here. So we're going to have to clarify this to get a little bit more. But I feel like possibly somebody brought you an idea or somebody planted a seed of an idea in your head about a new creative opportunity or possibly some kind of situation that kind of sounded very good. And I feel like that information may have come from somebody that you trust or somebody that you care about. That's the sense I'm getting. But I feel like nothing's been done about it yet. Like it's still in that idea phase, but I feel like you're working on it. Like you've been really thinking about it, putting all of your skills and effort into this endeavor or whatever it is that you are trying to make happen for yourself. Like I said, I feel like maybe part of the reason that you're unable to act on it yet is because of this lack of release or lack of, forgiving yourself or forgiving someone for choices that they may have made in the past, that maybe caused problems between the two of you. Because I am seeing with this Queen of Cups here, um, somebody who's feeling rather emotionally imbalanced right now. I feel like somebody is going through like a period of highs and lows. They may feel like a little bit depressed. Maybe they're having a hard time like navigating the emotions that they're feeling or navigating these, highs and lows that they're feeling in terms of um their relationship. And I feel like maybe they might even be talking to somebody about this. Um, the good news is with this chariot energy here, which is major for Cancer, I am feeling like you're on your way. You're moving towards success. Like you're moving to be successful. Okay. You're kind of overcoming hurdles. You're overcoming obstacles, overcoming like boundaries. You're letting your walls down and you're kind of zooming ahead, right? And part of it is because you finally realize that you are not tied and bound to anyone. You're not tied to a situation. You're not tied to a person, and anything that was making you feel that way before was in your own head. All right. It was almost like an illusion that you had, or some kind of negative mindset that you had that was keeping you kind of bound to some kind of situation that maybe was making you unhappy. And once you realized, Gemini, that you can walk away at any time here with this Eight of Cups and kind of turn your back on the situation and not look back, I feel like that kind of freed you up to allow you to kind of really start working on what it is that you actually do want. But I feel like you're still struggling, and I feel like there's a little bit of disappointment and some pain here, which definitely would tie into this Judgment card and having difficulty kind of letting go and not judging yourself or others in a harsh way. Okay, so let's get some clarification for this. Okay, can I have guidance on the Magician, please? Why is the Magician here? Thank you. All right, Seven of Wands. Yeah, you may have grown tired of constantly feeling like you had to defend yourself all the time. You may have been constantly feeling like you were being like prodded at or poked at or having to justify how you felt about things and why. Maybe you felt like you weren't being heard. Maybe you felt like you just needed to kind of put yourself like in this protective bubble, and like you're sick of it. Like you just want to get away from that energy, right? You want to get away from feeling like you're defeated, feeling like you're ready to just throw in the towel, feeling like your energy has been depleted. And you want to get away from feeling like all your hard work is for nothing. You want to kind of reap the rewards. Like you feel like you put in some time, maybe, you want to move towards your success, you're working on that, and you're just like done with feeling that sense of defeat. Okay. Which makes perfect sense. Tell me about this Queen of Cups, though. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Part of the reason this person feels these emotional highs and lows is because the person that they are dealing with, now this could be you or your person, you have to take it how it resonates. The person that is maybe contributing to this is somebody who's demonstrating a lot of inconsistent energy and inconsistent signals in the way they demonstrate their motivation and drive to pursue this. Okay. Sometimes this person is extremely passionate, extremely motivated, flirtatious, very charming, very alluring, kind of a go-getter, goes after what they want, and you may find this very enticing. But then in the same respect, they can turn around and pull that energy away, show disinterest, show that they're not motivated, they're not passionate about pursuing this anymore. And this is kind of leaving this person in the state of this constant emotional disarray, right? This dysregulation that keeps happening over and over again, which is again why somebody may have chosen to maybe walk away, or if you haven't done this, maybe you will be choosing to in the near future here. Um, I feel like somebody definitely pulled back their energy because of the way they were feeling. Like they just couldn't manage it. Like it was very distressing. And I feel like I said, a lot of it has to do with this person's energy here. This is fire energy, so you could be dealing with a Leo, a Sagittarius, and Aries, maybe, which was causing you. This person might have been causing you a little bit of stress. But like I said, once you realize that you weren't stuck or tied or bound to the situation or this person, it kind of freed up some space. So right now you're working on, bringing something to fruition here. What is this Page of Cups doing here? Can I have guidance? Thank you. Page of Pentacles, another page. This one's in reverse though. So this person may have made you some kind of offer or has given you a gift, but then they didn't really act on it. It was like, I don't want to say a bribe, but almost like what's the word? Like, they made a promise to you or they kind of offered you something that kind of sounded too good to be true. And then you're not sure if they're really going to act on it. Right? So again, there's like that immature energy. Pages are representative of more of like a childlike energy. It's like innocent. They can't really take things to the next level though. They kind of like present offers. They're like messengers in tarot, right? Or they plant a seed, an idea, but they can't really take it any further. And with this Knight, this is also like inconsistent, somewhat immature energy of like a younger person. And with this Queen of Cups, this is a mature feminine energy. So, obviously this person's much more mature than the energy of the other surrounding cards. And that leads me to believe that, there's a lot of like inconsistencies here, which causes this disharmony emotionally here for this person. Um, and I just got like a download of you like trying to just say, okay, I'm not going to tolerate this anymore. I'm not going to allow myself to kind of fall into these patterns of behavior anymore. So I'm going to bring to fruition exactly what it is that I see for myself. And I'm not going to stop thinking about it until it actually happens. And good for you if that's your mindset. Okay. Let's take a look at your near future energy. What's coming around the corner for Gemini? What's coming around the corner for Gemini, please? What's coming around the corner for Gemini? Ooh, this one popped right out and landed on the top of my foot. Okay, this one is the King of Cups. So we do have a divine pair here. Water energy again. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, a Cancer, a Scorpio, somebody who has that water energy in their charts. This could be you. The King of Cups is a mature masculine energy, somebody who's very capable in terms of their ability to give and receive love equally. They're mature in terms of managing their emotional states, in relationships. They're capable of, 50-50 partnerships, equality. You also have the Ten of Swords and you have the World here. Okay, let's get one more. One more for Gemini, future energy for Gemini, near future energy for Gemini. Thank you. And you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, as well as the Five of Cups. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is this King of Wands in reverse. All right. So in the near future, Gemini, I feel that you have mastered some kind of life lesson in terms of your past energy here, whether it was through another person, your relationship with this person, or just in general, like the events that have transpired as of late. I feel like you've kind of had closure with that. And the closure involves some kind of situation that was very, very psychologically and emotionally very painful for you. And I feel like that situation came to an end, which is a good thing. Tens in tarot have to do with an ending, a sense of finality about it. But because it's in your near future placement, I feel like you're still dealing with that, right? Remember, we were talking about that Eight of Swords. It's almost like that self defeating, self limiting mindset, right? Almost like self sabotage. But you're trying to move away from that right now. Like you're not having it anymore. But in the near future, psychologically, it's still affecting you. Okay. Um, I also feel like you're going to feel like things are not progressing as quickly as you'd like them to be. And it definitely involves some sense of sorrow or grief or disappointment for something that you lost or something that you're going to kind of lose. Okay. There's like a sense of remorse here, and you can't seem to kind of get past what you lost. Okay, and it's keeping you stuck. It's kind of keeping you feeling like the wheel in the sky is just kind of like spinning, but you're not going anywhere. It's like that hamster wheel effect, right? And I've used that analogy many times. It's like, not being able to kind of recognize that you mastered a life lesson. And you should be able to, at this point, use that to your advantage, but you keep harping on what you lost or what happened in the past that caused you a sense of grief or sorrow or despair here, right? Along with this Ten of Swords. And that may be preventing you from moving forward as quickly as you'd like to. That's what I'm picking up here. Now, as far as what you don't see coming, you have this King of Wands in reverse. So here's another masculine energy here, right? You have the King of Cups in the upright here, but then you have the King of Wands here. So this could be a Leo, a Sag, or an Aries. Doesn't have to be. This person typically very, very motivated, very driven, very passionate, knows what they want, very alluring, very charming, usually very sensual, um, very charismatic. But for some reason in the future, this person doesn't feel that way. They may feel like now is not the time to pursue something. For whatever reason, they may feel like they've lost their drive or their interest in a current situation. They may feel like they're less motivated to pursue a new opportunity or a new path or follow through on some news. Maybe they feel like this path that they were on no longer kind of seems like there's an opportunity for growth or potential here, so they're pulling their energy back. Um, so I feel like there's a lot going on here, actually. I feel like again, this judgment card is kind of overriding the entire reading in the sense that not being able to release that negative energy and not being able to forgive someone else or forgive yourself for poor choices in the past is really preventing that release. And unless you're willing to release it and release that sense of false control that you think you have over the situation, you're going to keep going round and round, but you're not going to get anywhere. Okay. So let's just clarify this Wheel of Fortune in reverse for Leo. Okay, we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, you're trying to recover from heartache or heartbreak. You're still reeling and healing from something that was very, very disappointing to you, very painful, caused you a lot of sadness, right? And you have to let go. Like, this is a life lesson that you need to master. You have to learn how to let go of this. Let it go. Stop thinking about it. Stop harping on it. Stop worrying about it. Just stop. Like, free up some headspace. Okay. Um, because opportunities are going to come your way and cycles change. There's always highs and lows in life. And if a new opportunity comes your way, but you're not willing to receive that opportunity, then what good is it? And then you have to kind of go through that low cycle again. So why not, seize the opportunity here? Okay. Um, let's get one more for this. Why is the World card here? What does this have to do with? Because you have the world right next to the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And these two cards, almost like go together, right? They both kind of are indicative of Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus energy. They're both fixed energy cards. And, it's like one is combating the other, side by side here. So it's like this duality that you have going on. So you have this Emperor card. I think the world card is letting you know that in order to master this life lesson, I feel like there's somebody here that's trying to teach you something or trying to um, use their influence in your life, possibly an Aries here, that is trying to maybe steer you in the right direction, kind of take the reins, kind of help you out here. The emperor is like a ruler energy. They like things done their way, but at the same time, they're also very protective over those that they care about. They rely on rules and structure and, following the rules, but at the same time, they're like the problem solvers. They help you when you need help. Um, they kind of handle things, right? Um, so maybe you have to stop trying to do so much on your own and kind of let this person kind of guide you through this process, this emperor personality, whoever this might be. um and then maybe you'll be able to kind of overcome whatever it is that's holding you back, because that's what I'm feeling. I feel like there's a sense of being held back, but really it's all in like your own head. You're trying to release that, you're trying to get out of that, but I feel like there's an underlying like issue with that. So Spirit, can I have advice or messages for Gemini moving forward? Advice or messages for Gemini? Advice or messages for Geminis moving forward, please. Advice or messages for Gemini. Let me know when you're ready, please. Okay. And you have within the next few months. So something's going to change. There's going to be new opportunities presented to you. So even though you feel like you're a little bit stuck right now, I feel like in the next few months, things, the winds are going to change and they're going to start blowing in your direction. So what you choose to do with them, is up to you. You have your own free will and you can decide, am I going to keep harping on the past or am I going to, you know, try to understand that fate and destiny and timing and karma is real. Understand that people are put into our lives. Just drop the card, excuse me. Two cards, in order to help us navigate the highs and lows of life. We have even within the next few weeks, and it says that you're ready. So, you have, this is imminent, right? You have the next few weeks, actually, within the next month, within the next year. And another card that came out is forgiveness. And I've been saying this the entire time, right? Listening to your intuition, understanding that it's time to let it go. And, things are going to start to kind of surface here. And you need to be ready, you need to be open to these opportunities. Okay, so I feel like, the holiday season is mostly around the corner, depending on your faith. And I feel like, we're entering, we're in fall right now here in the northern hemisphere anyway. And sometimes when the seasons change and the atmosphere changes, mindsets change, people start to see things differently. So perhaps, as we go through the next few weeks into months, you'll start to recognize, what you need to do in order to move forward and grasp, a more positive outlook on not only your perception of things, but on how to, better your relationships moving forward and how to grasp these opportunities as they present themselves. Okay, so Gemini, I hope this reading has been helpful for you. Just a quick shout out, if you haven't given me a thumbs up, please do so. I would really appreciate it. If you enjoy what I'm doing here on YouTube and you appreciate the services that I'm providing, I would love that. Also, a quick plug, please subscribe to the channel. It entitles you to all of your readings as they are posted. You'll get a little indication on your phone, and you can look at them at any time. You can always write a comment to me. I'd love to hear from you if you are, watching this reading and it's resonating with you. That tells me you were meant to see this and it's meant for you. So that being said, my goodness, my dogs. That being said, I wish you a blessed evening, and I look forward to seeing you at our next session together. Okay, take care.